Well, guys, I'm out here. Turning our manure pile out back here. So I just figured I might as well shoot a quick video for you. Yeah, so this is all the stuff that comes out of the barn that we pick out of the stall. We dump it in this big pile out back. There's the horses down there. And then we come back here with the tractor and we turn it so it becomes black, and then it makes a great fertilizer. And actually here we just put it out front, and we got a Craigslist ad and I think a Facebook Marketplace ad, where people just come get it for free. So we used to have people contact us and drive back here. Oh, sorry guys. We used to have people contact us and drive back here, but then it became, someone back there, someone has to come up from the house or whatever and come down and load someone up. So now we just have a big pile right out front that we keep of the good stuff, the black stuff. We kind of, we start there. Once that's done, this stuff will be old, and then we start back. So that's kind of a rotation, which, we do what we can with it, because it does get muddy back here. So sometimes, if it's really muddy, I don't really even like to go back there. So sometimes we just have to work around that. But, yeah, this is what we're doing. This stuff breaks down quick. You see this hay in here, and this is, this is sawdust and horse manure. That's and hay. So stuff does break down quick. It just needs air, and that does it. And like I said, it turns into that black gold down there. If you, and yeah, we put it in a pile out front. People come scoop it up, and I'm telling you, it doesn't last long. You put that stuff up for free, and it is gone. And it's a good thing that we switched to just putting a pile up front. We got a tarp down where we just put a pile up front, and it is gone in no time. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna run through here. We're on the old John Deere 790. I'll give you a little walk around on this tractor. I love this tractor. It's I don't know how many horses it is. It's gosh, what is this thing? I can't remember. 790. It's not a very, it might be 30 something. I'm probably so far off. I want to say 35 horsepower. Someone's probably like, yeah, you idiot. But I forgot. But it's a little compact tractor. But man, I'm telling you what, this thing, I've dragged entire trees with this thing all the way down in those woods. A tree that I cut down up there, I literally cut it at the base and dragged it all the way down in the woods. Just put it in low range and four-wheel and let her rip. But yeah, this is a great tractor. This is everything you need. I like a good old-fashioned, I don't know what the technical name for it, just a manual tractor. You got a first, second, third, fourth, and reverse, and a clutch. I don't really like the hydrostatic transmissions on these things. That's where you just press a pedal to go forward and press a pedal to go backward. Personally, I just don't feel you have as much control when you get in tight spots, like when you get stuck. Also when I'm out here and I'm wanting to, move a certain speed and, put it in low range, I just feel a lot better with the regular old manual style transmission. Got our bucket controls there, PTO, all that stuff, four-wheel drive. I mean, if you're gonna be in anything resembling mud, if it looks like mud at all, get a four-wheel drive tractor. Okay, you'll get stuck so fast. I don't care that you think these wheels are big, they'll get stuck so easy. It doesn't take much to get a tractor stuck. Now, yes, you have the bucket where you can kind of push down, and then if you get stuck, you can push yourself out, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you're in a spot where you don't necessarily want to have a big dug up patch of ground, you know, or you just don't want to be that hard on the tractor, that hard on the hydraulics, which, is it that hard? I don't know, probably not, but it's more work than you need to do. That can be avoided by just having a four-wheel, you know, the four-wheel drive. Plus, there's so many other uses. Pulling power, for one. What else is there? There's, if you actually, here's an interesting one. So on a smaller tractor, our neighbor, we actually, this tractor was flipped one time, and we had to flip it upside again. It flipped on its side, so we had to use the neighbor's tractor, and she's got a smaller tractor than this, and she put a round bale of hay. If you guys don't know what that is, it's, if you've ever driven by a farm and you've seen those big round cylinders looking things of grass. It's a big round bale. They're heavy, and she feeds her cows with it. Well, her tractor is so small that when you put the she's got a bale fork on the front, which is just like 3 tines that just go and stick into the round bale, and then she can lift it up with the arms on, like that you'd attach your bucket to on the hydraulics. So she a round bale is so heavy compared to that tractor that with the weight on the front, it lifts her back wheels off the ground and she can't get traction. Okay, but she has 4-wheel drive. Now I'll tell you why I found that this matters, because when I borrowed her tractor, I drove it down the road here. She lives way back that way. You got to go out onto the road and around the road. So I drove her tractor back to her house in 2-wheel drive. I only use 4-wheel when I need it. If I'm stuck, I put it in 4-wheel, I get unstuck and take it out of 4-wheel. So I drive her tractor back to her in 2-wheel drive. She calls me the next day. She says, my tractor's broken. You know, she's like, my my tractor's broken, it won't go, and I thought I heard a pop or whatever. So of course I'm like, oh gosh, dang it. That's the last thing you want to hear, is you broke your neighbor's tractor. So I go over there, and in my head I said, you know what, I bet, you know, I didn't put it in 4-wheel drive. I bet she's just stuck or something. And sure enough, she had that round bale up on her tractor, and it was lifting her back wheels off the ground, and they didn't have enough traction to drive, and it was still in 2-wheel drive. So I went over there and I just put it in 4-wheel drive for her, and I took care of the problem, you know. So that's also, and even these subcompacts, you start lifting these round bales up, and you do get spots where you lose traction on those back wheels, and that's where it becomes imperative to have the front wheel drive. Now, you don't want to be moving round bales around too much with these compact tractors. And I'm not talking about lifting them off of beds. I'm talking about just off the ground enough to move them. Okay, you're not lifting these up with the dang hydraulics of a round bale. Also, you know, it's really hard on the bearings in the front hubs of these things. You know, anytime you're loaded up with your bucket or whatever on the hydraulics, you're putting wear and tear on the front bearings of those hubs. I've rebuilt these hubs 3 times now. Very easy to do. It's easy to do. It's all stuff that punches apart, so it requires little tools. I'll probably do a video next time I have to do it. But you know, so I don't know if it matters, but if I'm loaded down, I make sure it's not in 4-wheel drive, and I'm in 2-wheel drive all as I possibly can. You know, all I possibly can when I'm driving around this thing. So you know, that's kind of the rundown of this tractor. Just out here, and I just love this tractor, and I could talk about this thing all day. So figured I'd do a walkthrough, and just while I was out here working on it, I'll show you. You know, look, can I work this pile one-handed while holding the camera? You bet. So, you know, we got it in 4-wheel drive now. Clicked forward, and I'll throw it here in first gear. You just go down, and I will just start up this pile. Okay? When you get to the top of the hill and hold the brake down so I can dump out the bucket, throw it in reverse, okay? Just back down the hill, okay? Turn it, go over a little bit, okay? Gas a little bit, get the hydraulics to move a little faster. Same deal, right? Throw it first. It's we're just scooping up, and it's just rotating the stuff that's on the surface into the pile so we get that old stuff out and expose it to some air. So, okay, there, okay, a little sideways, you know what I'm saying? Throw it in reverse, okay, foot off the brake, roll down the hill, reset, do it again. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're staying warm. Hope you're doing well, and thrower in 4-wheel drive.